What's up? It's like a 2:45 a.m. and I'm like wired. I had to help a friend whose car broke down just now, so I'm just kind of lit right now. I'm not going back to sleep. So what I wanted to do was take this moment to document a project that I'd like to get off the ground. I think I want to call it the Sheer Good Fortune Project. And that name comes from an author named Toni Morrison, who said in one of her books, quote, "It is sheer good fortune to miss someone long before they leave you," end quote. And I will talk about that in just a second. Basically, the other day, I was sitting in the server room and just this sort of, at work, sorry, and sort of a wave of emotion washed over me, right? And I started thinking about how, despite my having a horrible run-in, an unfortunate interaction with a white male at a water utility that I worked at, that my positive experiences with men in male-dominated work environments far outweigh the negative, that negative one. And in fact, I would say across my life there have been two unfortunate experiences I've had. One in which I filed an EEOC claim of discrimination and was awarded. Like, it got bad. And someday I will talk about that in great detail. But for now, this project is about highlighting those men who have poured into me over the years, right? Because that's what we don't hear about. And in this moment, given the climate of our national politics, I think it's so important that we remember, right? We remember stories like these because this is what they want us to forget, right? This is part of the plan. So I see this storytelling project where I highlight people of a different demographic. For me, I personally want to focus on white males because that has been a source of contention in my life, in my professional life. And I just want to highlight the beautiful experiences I've had, you know, where white men have sort of fathered me, you know, like just fathered me on the fly, you know, whatever was needed at the time. And I look back at certain experiences and sometimes I'm just overwhelmed with regret. Because now as an adult, as an older adult, I can identify times where I was being loved by someone of a different gender, a different demographic, a different socioeconomic status, whatever. And I was just too young to realize it, or too unaware, just too unaware to realize it. And I thank God for those moments. Which brings me back to the title of this project, because I feel like we all come to Earth to learn different things, right? Everybody's on a mission, and I think my mission was to experience darkness, and to sort of traverse that obstacle course, and to come out on the other end stronger, wiser, more capable of loving. And I think I've done that. I think I won that race, right? Because what these negative experiences with white males sort of bred in me is a sense of indifference, not hate, not hate. I've never hated anyone. I don't think, but certainly indifference is equally as destructive. If you were to give it some thought, you might agree with that statement. But yeah, I just sort of became indifferent towards white men. Um, and I just feel fortunate that I have been able to emerge from that indifference as a whole person, um, untarnished, untarnished by that darkness. Because as we see, a lot of our politicians have not been victorious in that regard. They're stuck in that obstacle course, right? The point of earth is for our souls to come here and experience things, to process them and to move through them, to emerge as a healed person. And I feel that it is sheer good fortune that I have emerged from the obstacle course, from the darkness, and that these men are still around for me to reach out to and say thank you and say I love you. I appreciate you providing cover for me in that moment, or advice, or whatever, right? That is sheer good fortune. Yeah.